How y'all doing? This is David Lazaro, aka Syph of the BatalaProject.com. So I'm trying to start this new series of videos called Translation Tuesday because I get a lot of responses and a lot of replies about people saying, "Oh, can you translate this for me? Can you translate that for me?" And I know it can be daunting to try to translate on your own if no one's ever tried to explain it to you before. So I'm gonna try to address that. So real quick, when I do Baybayin, I use the 17 basic character system, and I do also use the cross kudlit. A quick story about some bad self-translation right here is that I was in the Philippines eating with my family at a Chinese restaurant. In comes this dude with a sleeveless shirt, and he had this big old tattoo on his arm, and it had like some Baybayin letters on it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't want to stare at the brother, but I was very interested as to what he had written on his arm. So, you know, while I'm eating my rice, while I'm eating my mushu pork, I'm trying to glance over, you know, not staring at him, but just glance over. And I wasn't sure if what I was reading was right, because not everyone writes Baybayin characters the same. So maybe he has like a different style or a different sit down I'm just not familiar with. But secondly, my Tagalog isn't the best, but from what I read, his tattoo said Mabuhay. Mabuhay. I was like, what's that? Maybe it's some Tagalog word that I've never heard of. You know, I just had to know, so I asked the guy, "Hey, that's a really cool tattoo. What does it say?" He looked at me with a snide face, right? He's like, "Oh, this?" He looked at his friend. He's like, "Yeah, this is called Alibata. It is a Filipino font. It says Mabuhay." I didn't have the heart to tell him that it was wrong, and what he had permanently inked on his arm was just not Mabuhay. So what I did was I gave him my business card, and I said, "Okay, well, I do some Baybayin art myself, and why don't you check me out?" So let us translate Mabuhay, just in case if we want to get this tattooed on us. It's Mabuhay. Like I said, Baybayin is a syllable-based writing system, so let's break this into syllables, which would be Mabuhay. Okay, Ma. The character Ma is Ma. The character for Boo. There is a Ba, but there's no Boo symbol. There's no specifically a Boo symbol. So there is a Ba symbol, which looks like this. But to turn the A into an U sound, from Ba to Boo, we have to use a diacritic indicator known as a kudlit in the Baybayin writing system. Putting a kudlit on the top would make it a be. Putting a kudlit on the bottom would make it a bo or boo. So on the top is an e sound, on the bottom is an o u sound. So ma bu hai. Right now it says ma ba. How to make it boo? Put it on the bottom. That's right. Ma bu hai. So there's a ha. Okay, we can do that. Ma bu ha. Now, if you don't use the cross kudlit and you write in a traditional manner, then this would be fine. Mabuha, that's fine. But I, however, use the cross kudlit. What the cross kudlit does is it cancels out the vowel sound in the character. So let's say you have ba. That's a bad. Let's say ba. That's a little bit better. Let's say we just want the b sound, like in Bob. Okay? So this will be bo. And if we want just the b sound, we will put the cross kudlit. Bob. Bob. So, ma, bu, hai. I'm trying to get the y. So that'll be the ya and the cross kudlit. Ma, bu, hai. Ma, bu, hai. Remember, it's a syllable-based writing system. You gotta break into syllables, and then you gotta have the corresponding character to the sound. What the guy with the bad tattoo did is he actually plugged and chugged each letter. So what he ended up was ma, a, ba, u, ha, a, ya. Oh, actually, that looks more like that's fuck crap. Now that's there you go. Ma, a, ba, u, ha, a, ya. It was this long character, and look at that. And look at this. Mabuhay, Mabuhay, whatever. Mabuhay. Still have the microphone up from when I was writing, but might as well leave it up because we're about done. So that was Mabuhay written into Baybayin with the cross kudlit. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to write Baybayin. So remember, it's a syllable-based writing system, so you have to break your word into syllables. And if you just plug and chug English letters into a Baybayin glyph chart or a codex, then you might have something on your body or on your shirt or on your hat or wherever you put your Baybayin writing, you might have something completely off. So remember, syllable-based writing system, so break it down to syllable and use the kudlit to change the sound of the vowel from A to O to U to E to E, whatever have you. This is the Bathala Project. I am Kuya Saif, also known as Cypher Flip, also known as David Lazaro, and I'll see you next week. See you later. Mabuhay. Still on.
The Bathala Project.